Sing it.
You got your mic on?
I thought you were going to sing it.
We're going to do the Ghostbusters theme song.
We're doing the goof. We can't sing that. You're terrible at
We
this.
can do that song.
No, we
As
can't.
long as we don't play it.
We're airing it. If you're singing, we're airing it, playing it.
Live from Sweeney's living room. It's the Chris and Jim Show, starring Jim and Chris.
Oh, thank you very much. The Chris and Jim Show. Live from Sweeney's living room. It is myself, Chris.
You will be.
Alongside Jim.
Oh, it's me, Jim.
Doing his best Yoda impression of it, apparently.
That wasn't too bad.
Okay, well, we want to
Better than
dedicate
my-
today's show to.
Airline food, we love it.
It's great. I was on the airline myself not too long ago. A little bit. That's where we're coming to on a Sunday.
Well, get into
evening.
that in a minute.
Indeed. Well, we have a lot to get to today. We're talking about my trip. Of course, we'll have Bieber Watch live from the...
Beaver Dam.
Exactly. A concert's coming to town that you are very excited about.
Big deal.
Of course, the big video game system that came out this weekend, a big fight, and a
What?
celebrity that may or may not be dead.
I honestly did not know they already came out. We'll get that.
Exactly. We'll get into that later. Well, but first and foremost, I actually want to... Okay, you need to calm down. I understand football's on right now, and you have a big fantasy week going on, but we have to focus on the show. I was actually in Chicago this past week.
Whoa. What the heck?
What do you mean, what the heck?
Well, we got to get to our listener emails.
We have some?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. See, this is why we have production meetings beforehand.
Oh.
But anyways, continue. Yes, listen
Sorry.
to emails.
We got to stick to whatever the schedule.
I think we should stop having production meetings like 3 minutes before a show starts.
Very true.
All right, anyways, continue.
This one's from Sean Haythorne White. He sent us a message on Facebook mentioning that Andy Kaufman, everyone knows him, comedian from the 80s, he might be alive, according to his sister and brother-in-law.
Sean Haythorne White's sister?
No. According to Andy Kaufman.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, that's some inside information.
I believe it. I think he's out there somewhere in some, Pacific island.
I don't care. I mean, I saw the movie. I don't mind Andy Kaufman. I thought it was funny, but this stunt, faking your debt, and you're going to come out like 20 years later. Oh,
No,
yeah.
I don't think he's going to come back, and I don't see why you don't care. He's hilarious. He is hilarious. He's
Oh,
still
yeah.
alive.
I'm really laughing at his story right now.
All right, so tell me about your trip then.
Unbelievable. No, Andy Kaufman, just saying. The trip to Chicago was fun. It was cold.
Really?
For sure. It wasn't that cold for the Chicagoans, Chicago natives, I guess, whatever they're called. 45 degrees. I was freezing my tush off. I was not used to that. Went down there for a hockey game. Get to go see my Phoenix Coyotes and the Blackhawks. And
Now, this was a big playoff game. This is why you went, correct?
No, actually, it was a regular season game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're big rivals?
No, not whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to go see my Phoenix Coyotes play the Chicago Blackhawks because I'm a big fan of the Coyotes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but an amazing atmosphere. I recommend, if anyone, even if you're a hockey fan or not, if you're in the Chicago area, Chicagoland area, you should go down and check it out. The fans were very raucous and did not like me because I was wearing my jersey, but it's okay.
You had your Coyotes jersey on.
Oh, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. You got to rep your hood.
You've got Ekman Larson, right?
I do. I have an Oliver Ekman Larson jersey, but
Very
no one
nice.
wants to hear about that. They want the rest of the trip though was really fun. Got to see our good friend and fans of the show, my friends Ben and Ken.
Very nice.
They had a good time, hung out with them. They went to a party, and it was the first time I went to a house party in years. I felt really.
I haven't been to one in a while.
I felt really old going to a house party, but it's okay. It was fun. It was a good
Now, the question remains:
time.
did you sing the national anthem like everyone else does in Chicago? They don't
so
care.
Little backstory: in Chicago, the United Center, when the national anthem plays, they have a tradition where the crowd just goes absolutely bonkers. They go nuts. They're loud. They're raucous. They're cheering, and that's like one of the traditions and little things that makes it unique to the NHL.
Some say tradition, others say disrespect.
Others by the name of Jim.
Yes.
You know what? Actually, I did what I do every national anthem. I just have my hands behind my back, put my head down in respect, and just kind of was waiting for
That's better than you Chicagoans.
So I mean,
You listening?
You're gonna go start a war with the Midwest right now for this?
I love you, Chicago, but I don't like
A
that.
former Chicago native yourself.
I'm not a Chicago native.
You always say you are. You
I've
lived there
never
for all. You
said
lived there for
that.
all of a
I've
year and
never
a
said
half.
I was a Chicago native.
You definitely said it all the time. You say I know Chicago like the back of my hand.
That's different, though.
No.
Just because I got lost a lot, so I ended up knowing.
I actually wrote directions on the back of my hand. Oh my goodness.
So you had a good trip.
I had a very good trip. I definitely want to go back, see
Well-
some more sites, and have some more time to go spend there.
We're glad to have you back. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the weather, the tornado out there, to all the people in the Midwest and Illinois. It's getting pretty crazy, so glad to have you safe and sound at home.
I left just in time. That's not a knock on what's going on right now, but I was
never.
Indeed. But yeah, so that was my trip to Chicago. It was a good time. But the news didn't stop. We saw a lot of stuff going on, especially with our favorite celebrity. So I'm going to segue to you for this week's Bieber Watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bieber Watch from the
Beaver Dam.
The Beaver Dam. Justin Bieber, this one, he got in some trouble.
When is he not getting in trouble?
Well, this one is just kind of, this is a tough one.
I feel like the last 5 Bieber Watches have been all negative.
Yes. He is still in South America, apparently. I don't know if his visa doesn't work or something. He can't get back home. But apparently what happened was he was sleeping in a hotel room, and there was a video of him asleep. And the camera turns, and it's a porn star filming him, like a renowned Brazilian porn star. So as she's leaving, she's like saying goodbye to him. So apparently they were in a hotel room together. So
what is this kid doing in South America? He's just going absolutely nuts.
He's
over
going
there.
Bonkers. That's what happens to everyone. It's just he's in the limelight.
I don't think so. Actually, whoa, we got sirens outside the studio. What is going on out there?
Oh, they found me.
Oh well, yeah.
It's a mustache.
It was only a
They're
matter
rounding
of time.
up everyone with a mustache.
Exactly. Your famous line when the cops come and get you. What took you so long?
Exactly.
you are the worst. Oh,
so Justin Bieber, cool it. Get the heck out of South America. It's going to eat you alive. That's all I got to say.
You know, the kid, you're idolizing this man?
I don't idolize him. He's younger than me. I just have an enormous
that's
amount
what
of
it sounds like to me.
respect for the talent and hard work and dedication it takes to make it in this business. We know that.
Of course.
We have the #1 podcast in Arizona. You think that just happened overnight?
The fastest rising podcast in the Southwest. I can't even say it.
We've got a lot of believers out there that believe in us, so...
Indeed, that was good. I mean, well, on a lighter note, I'm tired of Bieber. I'm like, clean up your act. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
But on a lighter note, there was a cool little story out of the city of San Francisco this past week.
Oh yes, you were going to talk about that.
Indeed, it was a big story. Really, really cool. The Make-A-Wish Foundation came out and they helped out the 5-year-old leukemia survivor by the name of Miles Scott. His leukemia is currently in remission, but not before the city of San Francisco came together and basically turned the entire city blocks into a mini version of Gotham City. And he was able to go around. He saved Lucille, the San Francisco Giants mascot, from the Penguin. He battled the Riddler. He saved a damsel in distress. It was good times. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story. And it got me to thinking, for you, if you were to be... basically, if someone came to you and said, hey, Jim...
Yes.
Little Jim, not Big Jim. Actually, because it'd probably be creepy now.
Whoa. What do you mean Little Jim? Like age?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I got a little confused there. We're talking about Justin Bieber with the porn star in Brazil.
We're not talking about that anymore.
No, but my mind was there.
If if they were to say, Little Jim, we're going to transform a city into a superhero playland for you for one day, you get to be any superhero, what would it be?
Now, do I get any of the powers in my fantasy?
You know what? For the sake of the story, yes, you get to. You are that superhero for that day, and you get all that comes with them.
I think I got to go with Spider-Man. He's always kissing cute girls in the movie.
Yeah, but he doesn't take any of them home.
I'm not trying to take him. I've got leukemia. I'm a kid.
I didn't say you had leukemia in this scenario. You did. Why would you give yourself that in a scenario?
In the scenario, I'm a sick kid, so I'm going to have something.
No, I just gave you a scenario. If someone say, "Hey, Little Jim, you're not sick. You're healthy." But
I'm healthy.
Give you
Well, I mean, I'd still go with Spider-Man. That'd be fun to swing around. Or maybe Superman. That way I wouldn't be sick, because I'm Superman.
There you go.
What do you think? Who would you pick?
Oh, I'd pick Iron Man. I get all the money.
That's true.
Rich.
But it's only for one day.
I'd put it in a savings account.
Oh, that's good. That's good, T-Bone.
But then again, I'm a little kid, so I probably won't know it. I mean, what little kid's going to open a savings account?
You can buy a lot of T-Bones with that money.
Pretty fucking weird. Yeah, they're my favorite. Why wouldn't I do that?
Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm glad that kid was able to do that. That's pretty fantastic. You like hearing those stories.
It's a feel-good story, and it makes you realize that there is some good still out there in this insane world of ours.
Yes. Speaking of feeling good, I've always believed that feeling good is a direct result of eating good.
It really is. I feel the same way, which is why I wanted to share that with the rest of our listeners out there in our continuing segment of Cooking with Chris.
Exactly. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, round 2 of Cooking with Chris.
So, if you remember last week in the kitchen, I taught everyone how to make a very nice boneless fried chicken meal.
Delicious. I had it. Chris made it. It was oof.
It was pretty good. It was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a culinary master. Today I will be teaching you how to make some very nice, very simple dish. A little bit of rice with chicken and broccoli in it.
This is a San Francisco style
It's
meal.
some might say it's a San Francisco treat. Keep it with the San Francisco theme that we had with the Bat Kid. So what you're gonna need, directions. What you'll need for this is
Lay it on me.
Okay, so you're going to need at least 1 tablespoon of margarine or butter. I prefer butter as opposed to margarine because margarine's fake.
Now, I'm a layman, so you got to use what is a tablespoon?
It's the one
That's
of
the,
those.
that's the big one?
That's the big one. Yeah,
Okay,
it'll say
okay.
like 1 TSP on the tablespoon.
No, it's TBSP, right?
I don't know.
Cooking with Chris, you should know.
I kind of just wing it when I cook these things. All right, just give me a sec.
That is the true sign of a fantastic chef, is that you can wing it.
Just a tablespoon of butter or margarine. If you're listening to this and you're of age to cook, you should probably know what a tablespoon is.
Okay.
So then you're going to also need 2 cups of water. So you have, and as I so then what you want to do now is in a large skillet, you want to combine the rice vermicelli mix and margarine or butter.
Vermicelli?
Vermicelli, yeah. See, this is a great segment. You want to saute it over medium heat until vermicelli is golden brown, stirring frequently though.
Ooh.
After that, you want to slowly stir in the water and special seasonings and bring it to a boil.
Okay.
When this happens, you want to cover and reduce the heat to low. You want to let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the rice is tender. You want to kind of test it out, maybe try it out and see if it's good. And after that, you want to let it stand for 3 minutes and then before you serve it to whoever you're eating it for yourself or to your party.
I'm salivating.
I can't wait to fire that up right now after the show, actually.
It sounds really good.
It's going to be a good time.
Now, do you add anything, like any protein?
You can add chicken if you'd like,
Okay.
or you can add some ground beef to it if you'd want, whatever you prefer. But that's your chicken and broccoli rice and flavor mix right there.
You know what? That would go great with the chicken you made last week.
It really would.
If we could time travel,
and put the dishes together, the chicken,
If-
corn,
if we
mashed
could-
potatoes
if we could
that
turn
we made
back
last
time-
week with the brownie on the side.
if we could invite Cher onto the show, she could turn back time for us and include both of those meals. I would have the best week ever.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I like the reference to the Cher. That'd be would you go to a Cher concert?
I am a huge Cher fan. Everyone knows this.
Well, I mean, you were telling me that there's a big concert coming to Phoenix area in a few months, and you're really pumped about it.
I'm very pumped. Apparently, no one else is pumped because I can't convince anyone to go with me.
Who is it? Lay it on me.
I don't. It's Andrew WK. You remember him?
Who's that? Is he that motivational speaker?
When it's time to party, we will party hard.
Oh, the guy who loves New York City.
Yes.
Okay,
The
all right.
one that's he wants fun all the time because she's beautiful.
What was it? Yeah, was he like he stopped making music and became like a motivational speaker, like Tony Robbins kind of thing?
He was a motivational speaker. He had his own show. He'd go to like high schools and go talk with losers and stuff like that, make them feel better.
Of course, he's like, hey,
And-
I'm a loser. Look what I did with my
He's
life.
not a loser.
Yeah.
He's made a career out of wearing dirty white T-shirts and making millions.
Well, if he can do it, you have some great. There is hope
I've got
for
a
you.
dirty
after
white
all.
undershirt
Exactly.
right now.
Oh my god! Wait, what? But didn't he also have like a government position? Like, wasn't he? He
almost
government liaison or something.
He almost became like a music ambassador
That's
for
what it
America
was.
somewhere in the Middle East.
and everyone wonders why we have problems in America.
Well, they didn't let him because they thought he was too awesome.
He was too awesome.
He was too American. They couldn't handle him over
Andrew
there.
WK, you're gonna make everyone feel so bad about themselves because you're so awesome, and you can never be that way.
They're still a couple hundred years behind over there, so they're not ready for him. But yes,
I'm not even ready for Andrew WK.
he's going to be here in Phoenix, December 19th. Let me know if you want to come. I've got an extra ticket.
Yeah, the Chris
looking
and
for
Jim
those
show
pod
passes.
babes out there.
Yeah, the Chris and Jim show passes. I'm not going to use mine, so go ahead. You have all access pass with Jim.
Yes, they definitely hooked us up. Andrew WK sent a couple tickets our way, so he will be in town shortly, within the month.
Well, thank you for that, Andrew WK. It's going to be a rockin' good time, I would assume. Mm-hmm. There was a big sporting event over this past weekend,
There was.
and you were telling me about it. And what were your thoughts on it? Basically, it was UFC, and
Yes.
a favorite fighter of yours, GSP George St. Pierre, the current welterweight champion, took on his toughest competitor yet in the Johnny Hendricks.
Manger mon petit chou.
Was that French?
Yes.
Not bad. I don't know what you said, but I'm
Le
assuming.
plume de temps, un Tim Hortons medium coffee.
Je suis un petit crab.
Yeah, T-Bone.
I surprised you with that one, didn't I?
I like it.
I am a little crab. That's it. There you go. That's
Very
anyway,
nice.
so we're getting off topic. So GSP, George St. Pierre, he defeats
Jonathan Hendricks.
Johnny Hendricks, big rig, by split decision in the all 5 rounds. It goes the distance. Pretty bit of a controversial ending. A lot of people think Johnny Hendricks won the fight. Some people think he was robbed in essence. What are your thoughts on it?
That kid can hit. I saw the final results, the highlights and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did deserve to win, but it's GSP and he's so great, so I don't have a problem with it.
See, that's that very statement right there is what the exact problem I do have with it. Johnny Hendricks, to me, in my opinion, I'm not a professional judge, just the way I saw it. Rounds 2 and 4, I believe he won clearly, and then the very first round, I would say I was a quote toss up, but I would have given it to Johnny Hendricks. Therefore,
Really?
giving him 3 rounds to GSP's 2, making him the winner. And I just don't like this scenario where, like, well, he probably could have won, but he didn't do enough to beat the champion. Like, no, just because you're a champion doesn't get. It's still a fight at the end of the day.
That's the kind of thing, though, is that, when it's a coin toss, they always give it to the current champion.
Which I think I just don't like that. It's just, I mean, the guy appears that he won the fight. A lot of people think so. I mean, I don't get me wrong, it was a good fight, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying I think there's a little bit too much emphasis on you have to really beat the champion to win it.
He definitely rocked him.
He really did. Really did. Yeah.
So GSP, I think do you think he's going to retire?
I know, honestly, I don't think he will. The money for his next fight will probably be astronomical. They'll probably get a rematch, but I don't know. I'm starting to get a little tired of GSP's act. He's a little bit too cocky.
Cocky. He's
Yeah.
the nicest guy in the UFC.
Oh, he is not. It's all a sham, in my opinion.
Gosh. Let's get him.
I'm challenging you, George St. Pierre, for your
Oh,
next
you heard it here
title fight.
first, ladies and gentlemen.
Get
Christopher
him riled up.
Hernandez and GSP.
He's in my weight class too.
Oh,
My
and he's
first-
about 2 feet shorter, though.
The first ever fight in my life will be against George St. Pierre here in the studio, Sweeney's living room.
I love it.
If
I-
GSP's man enough.
I'm pumped. Ooh.
Get it. You want to do a hashtag fight GSP on Chris and Jim show? That's not a good hashtag, but just I'm so riled up.
Hashtag Biff GSP.
There we go. Hashtag Biff GSP. There we go.
I like it. That would be a fantastic time. I'd
Throwing
cook
down
up-
the gauntlet.
I'd cook up that rice dish you mentioned.
That'd be
I'd
my
serve it
pregame
to
meal.
everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know I'm going to be in his corner.
Well, thanks for
he's
your
such a-
support.
he's such a tremendous
That's
athlete.
awesome. Oh my god, some friend. I come out to the ring with nobody.
Speaking of tough guys, remember Predator is playing this upcoming Saturday in Tempe.
We're at.
It's a theater I will put on face. I don't know where. I just know it is.
I shouldn't laugh, but that was funny.
I follow the group that put these movies out in theaters, so I don't. It's called Classics on Facebook. So
you are
check
just
it out.
full of information.
I think it's
love it.
Pollock Theater or Pollock.
Kevin
something?
Pollock Theater.
No.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't know.
But anyways, yes. But you're right. Going back to the GSP thing. Speaking of action-packed fighting and things like that, that's going to go into this week's top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go into this week's top 5, the weekly top 5. And today's topic is going to be the top 5.
Macaroni and cheese brands.
No, it's close though. You were close. The top 5 the top 5 martial art actors that we like the most.
Ooh, good call. That's way better than mac and cheese.
It's coming at you. We're gonna punch you in
Top
the
5.
face.
Now, would you challenge any of these guys?
I'm gonna see how I do with GSP first before I start making my hit list.
But he's a real thug. These guys are actors, but maybe they might be the real deal.
Well, they have some actual talent in their field.
absolutely.
Before, so I mean, yeah, you're right. They're Nancy boys. I could take them.
Side subject. Let's make you a mixed martial artist actor star so that you have credibility when you challenge him.
Okay, works for that.
I like it.
Sweet. All right, so do you have your list ready to go?
I do.
All right, so like you always do, start us off with your number 5.
Number 5, Tony Jaa.
Tony Jaa of what fame?
He is in the Ong Bak trilogy. If you've seen those movies, you know that they get weirder and more mystical.
Doesn't he have elephants in that movie? or something?
He protects elephants in, I think, pretty much all of his movies. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently bad guys in his movies love to steal his baby elephants.
God, my precious ivory.
He's from Thailand. Apparently, that's the Thai cinema equivalent of someone killing your wife and daughter. It's
Stealing his
stealing a
elephants?
baby elephant. What is a baby elephant called? Is it a
I don't
colt?
know. A colt?
Or a mare?
That's a horse.
That's true.
What? No.
Maybe it's a pollock.
Is it like Bill Murray stealing these elephants?
Yeah, I don't know. That's Operation Dumbo Drop,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it really was.
Nice.
There we go.
So Tony Jaa, and he's in The Protector. He's probably the most legit mixed martial artist, but his movies are so bad that's why he's number 5.
Okay. All right,
Your
so
number 5.
My number 5 goes to Sammo Hung.
Ooh.
Sammo Hung, he used to be on a TV show on CBS called Martial Law, and the reason why I picked Sammo Hung for this list is because he's just this big fat guy.
Okay.
And he just whoops ass and takes names.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, you don't expect, you see, oh, hey, a big jolly fat guy,
Right.
he's not going to punch me. Oh, I just got punched in the face.
Oh, okay, I know. That's the American Idol guy.
Ooh, no, I don't think you're completely wrong. American
No?
Idol?
Yeah, that singer, the Asian singer.
You're thinking of, what's his name? Oh, the She Bang. William Hung, yes. Thank you, Padre Brittany, for that reference.
Thanks, Padre Brittany.
Yes, but no. So
William Hung.
Well, Sammo Hung or William Hung. Yeah, he's a funny guy, too.
Okay.
I'll throw him on the list.
I
don't
was
mention
way
it.
off.
Yes, as you usually are. You're number 4.
Number 4, Donnie Yen.
Who the hell is that?
Donnie Yen is like the king of straight-to-DVD mixed martial art movies, but they're very high quality. They don't come out.
They don't steal his elephants?
I mean, the only like mixed martial art movies that really come out in the U.S. in theaters are Jackie Chan. So I mean, he's super big in China, but he's been in Once Upon a Time in China 2, Flashpoint, Killzone, really cool movies. I'm a big mixed martial art guy.
Apparently, you just have a lot of knowledge on me right there.
Not the mix, just the regular martial arts.
Cool. You do practice karate in your dojo.
I do.
You actually practice karate in the streets too. Randomly, you just start kicking things.
I had a couple moves. Eric saw me today. I was catching balls like Megatron. I was doing kicks and I was smoking pork.
Are you doing like? That's cooking, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
Smoking pork. That's what Beaver was doing in Brazil.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. Okay. So Donnie Yen.
Yes, my number 4.
very
Check him
nice.
out.
My number 4 has got to be a little bit of a cliche pick, but I feel if I don't put him on this list, people will come at me. The one and only legendary Chuck Norris.
Yes.
No explanations needed. Walker, Texas Ranger, and the CrossFit Bowflex commercials. Probably my favorite movies that he's done. Good old Chuck Norris.
You picked a guy based on his infomercials.
Hey,
We're looking for mixed martial art actors.
He got ripped in his sit. He's 60 years old. I mean, for only 4 payments of $49.99,
right.
I could be ripped like Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris and the crossbow thing.
Exactly.
Crossbow.
he's an archer.
Bowflex.
Bowflex. There we go.
Crossbow is what you kill someone with. My number 3, Chrissy Brinkley on that note.
I think she was actually in that commercial with him.
Oh my god, if she could be my number, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On martial arts list?
Smoked pork.
God.
My number 3, Chow Yun Fat.
Chow Yun Fat, the Mummy, the last Mummy movie?
I think he was in that,
The
but
Tomb
that's
of
not what I was
Tomb
thinking
of the
of.
Dragon's Emperor or something like that.
Yeah,
The Emperor's New Groove.
He's in Hard Boiled, The Killer.
Hard Boiled, that's the name of the movie?
It's good. You're a cook. You should appreciate that.
Nice.
God of Gamblers. He was in that the Chinese movie where they fly. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Okay.
So Chow Yun Fat.
All right.
Fantastic food name.
Number 3, again, I'm going to go with a little cliche pick because these guys, I can't not put them on the list. Bruce Lee.
Okay.
No explanations needed there. He fought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I just really think that was pretty cool.
And Chuck.
And he did fight Chuck Norris, too. I think he won both of those.
Yep.
So, yeah, there you go, Bruce Lee.
We miss you, Bruce.
Yes.
Gone
we do.
too soon.
And Brandon, too.
Yes, the Crow.
The Crow, indeed.
Hashtag Crow. I don't know.
All right, number 2. You're number 2.
My number 2, certain mammary strength from Europe.
No effing way.
Muscles from Brussels.
The one and only Guile from Street Fighter.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my goodness. We're tied, actually. Believe that was my number 2 on my list as well. We're on the same page.
Bloodsport, kickboxer, hard target, time cop.
My personal favorite, Sudden Death.
Sudden Death is very good.
If you haven't seen Sudden Death or heard of it, just know one thing: he fights the Pittsburgh Penguins mascot, and the mascot's actually wearing the suit, and he's doing karate moves against Jean-Claude Van Damme in a kitchen.
It is
all you need to
fantastic.
know about that movie.
For those of you who don't know, Pittsburgh Penguins is a hockey team.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of
sorry.
Southwest fans.
That's very true.
That is a good movie. Double Team with Dennis Rodman.
Oh, jeez.
Another fantastic motion picture.
Of course, like I mentioned, the Street Fighter movie.
Yes.
We could go on and on and on with
He's
Jean-Claude
got
Van
the
Damme.
Expendables. He's got everything.
You know, a little known fact: he was actually an accomplished dancer before it.
Yes. And another little trivia for you: he was originally the Predator in the Predator movie.
That I don't know. That's actually pretty cool.
But they thought he was
too badass.
He was too badass.
The Predator's gonna win this if he's in it.
He was too nimble and obviously
Too nimble. That's a nice adjective.
Well, his height was a big issue.
Okay.
Is that how is he going to beat the crap out of Arnold when he's 5'8"?
I still think he could probably take Arnold.
I don't know. Jean-Claude was never the governor of.
Jean-Claude and Arnold could be the undercard of me and GSP.
Yes, and I'll be the ref.
Both fights.
We are here. That's what that'll be my thing.
All right. So Jean-Claude and Van Damme, both of our number 2.
Yes.
Finish out your list for the number 1.
Jackie Chan.
This is incredible. We should. It's the same one as mine as well.
A lot of respect has to be thrown at Jackie Chan.
Normally, I get afraid when we're on the same page, but this one I can.
Watch
I
out!
can respect.
Hey, it's a full moon out tonight.
That's probably what it is.
Yes. Police Story, Drunken Master, Rumble in the Bronx, Rush Hour Part 2.
The second one, you didn't really like the first one and third, not so much.
Don't ever touch a black man's radio. This is one of the most greatest things I ever learned in life.
If you're gonna, that's very good advice.
And I've listened to it, and I'm still alive.
You do realize that you said Rush Hour 2, but you quoted a line from Rush Hour 1.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
It's a full moon.
I gotta keep you on your toes.
I
here.
know.
All right. Well,
Your
my number
number
one
one-
was
oh,
also
it is
Jackie
Jackie
Chan.
Chan.
My personal favorite Jackie Chan movie, though, is Rumble in the Bronx. Probably the worst edited movie I've ever seen in my life, but it's so good. And of course, Jackie Chan trademark. 50 guys coming out of him,
Sure.
takes them all at once. It's incredible.
While making you laugh. Who
Exactly,
Else,
yeah.
Who else can do that?
I really can't. I mean, he's a national treasure.
He is.
Honorary American. Jackie
We
Chan.
love you. He's the Asian Arnold, except without the career,
And
the
the
political
steroids,
career.
allegedly.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has never done steroids.
I just said
so
allegedly.
I don't know who you're listening to, but
Well, we had him on the show. That's right. He cleared his name.
true. And we're working on getting another interview with him.
Oh my! I can't wait for that. That's gonna be awesome.
Speaking of steroids,
Oh,
we've got the new
I'm kind of afraid where this
the
is
new
going.
gaming consoles are out.
Oh, you could say the video games are on steroids. They're going to be so awesome coming out here lately. That's right. This past Friday, one of the PlayStation 4 hit retail shelves, and everyone went nuts as they usually do for these big releases, these launch dates. What are your thoughts on it? With the PlayStation 4 compared to the Xbox One, are you going to get one or the other? What do you think?
I'm going to get whatever you're going to get because I'll be over here playing.
Well, I'm going to get both. So,
Oh, it's my lucky year.
Yeah,
You're going to
exactly.
get both?
oh yeah, I got the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Why not get both?
This is the beauty of having the number one podcast in the Southwest is that we've got a lot of money to spend.
Exactly.
A lot of money to burn, and it's all tax write-off because
Exactly.
it's in the studio.
We actually got some play. We're going to get the PlayStation and the Xbox One shipped out to us free of charge.
Yes.
because they want us to talk about it on the show.
But we're also just going to throw money at the Walmart.
Yeah, that's just what we do.
On
we just,
Black Friday.
We just throw money in people's faces. We don't want it.
It's come to the point where having money is it's expensive for us.
I
So
know,
the
it's
less
really
we
sad.
have, the more we're saving because
Exactly.
the banks are telling us there's no more room,
The
guys.
interest rates on our it's just terrible.
The even if it's digital money, like we have so many hard
Bitcoins.
drives.
We're going into Bitcoins now.
Yes, it's ridiculous. So please take our money. We can't afford to have this much money anymore.
And that's our PlayStation 4 and Xbox One segment.
Are you going to get any good games? Star Fox, Mario Kart,
Do they still make those?
GoldenEye?
I think
I guess I'm a
I'm
little
going to
behind.
get Burger Time actually for the
Okay.
PlayStation 4. I think I was going to want to go with that one.
I'm excited. You're going to cook up some delicious food.
Yep, I will.
I'll keep you posted with Bieber while we're playing.
Indeed, it's gonna be a good time. We might be doing a live show while playing some of the games on the Chris. On
We
the
will get
PlayStation 4.
nothing done.
Exactly, it's very very true.
Speaking of getting things done,
Oh, we get business done.
yes, I don't know if I've told you this, but I'm currently writing a book, Chris. Did I tell you about this?
Okay, you've told me you're currently writing like. 6
Well, no,
books.
I'm working on a book about movies. That one, yes, I'm working
Yes.
on a coffee table book
I
about.
think
I
that's
don't
already
even
been
remember
done.
what
I
it was
think
about.
That's already been done.
Not about coffee table.
Oh, okay.
I just don't remember what it was about.
You're
I'm
you're
working
on
on.
you're on the right track.
I'm working on an autobiography this time.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
It's basically about my life, and the title of it is Cuentos de mi Familia: The Trials and Hardships of a First-Generation Mexican American.
The New York Times is already like pre-orders. I can see it already.
What do you think?
As long as the dedication page is to me, knock yourself out.
You will have the what is there's a better word for that.
I don't know. I don't read books, so I don't really. I couldn't tell you.
Whatever
what
the
it is.
first page on a Kindle is, that's what Chris is
Pretty
getting.
much, yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Cuentos de mi Familia for our Anglo friends means stories of my family. So I'm going to be talking about the hardships I've encountered as a first generation Mexican American.
The hardships you encounter being a white guy, pretty much. Yeah.
Only having
number one with a bullet.
only having one big screen TV in the home.
Right, exactly.
Having to drive very far to private school, the only private school in the city of Tucson.
South, pretty much, right?
Having to wake up early for tamales, that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's a tearjerker. I'm already getting sad.
Just
thinking about it.
stuff that the common man
People
can
they can relate to. You
Yeah.
know, exactly.
It's it's like Selena meets some really highly esteemed awarded author.
Those improv classes are really showing their benefits.
Someone people respect. I don't
Of
know.
course.
Maybe Ernest Hemingway,
Well, be on the lookout for the next great author, James Gribben.
author of Cuentos de mi Familia, The Trials and Hardships
plug
of a
your
First-Generation
you-
Mexican-American.
You plug your fake book more than you do the Chris and Jim show.
So just keep an eye out for it. I don't know if it'll be in bookshelves, but it'll be available on the website.
And the first 50 people that will pre-order the books will get a signed copy from Jim himself.
With custom underwear stuffed into the book from our show.
That's a little odd, but okay.
Well, the underwear we've ordered. The Chris and Jim Show.
The Chris and Jim show seal of approval underwear.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, do be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Chris and Jim Show. Once again, do like the Facebook page, The Chris and Jim Show. If you have any emails, you want to get some suggestions and advice on life, or you have some suggestions for us, be sure to email us at chrisandjimshow@gmail.com. Be sure to visit the website, chrisandjimshow.com. And before we head out, Jim, do you have any shout-outs?
I have two shout-outs. One to my lovely mother. She had a what was she? She traveled down to Mexico. So I'm happy you made it down there safely, and safe travels coming back. Say hello to all of our fans and family in Mexico, and to Kimberly Thomas. It was your birthday this week. Happy birthday!
Well, happy
Chris?
birthday to Kimberly Thomas. Thank you for listening. I want us to give a quick shout out to my friend Ben for letting me crash at his place in Chicago. I wanted to keep a low profile, so I didn't want to check into a hotel because we're so rich.
Again, it's too expensive.
Exactly, yeah. And that's
Or too
about
cheap.
it. I'm good to go with that.
How was that Italian beef?
It was really, really good. It was
Nice.
great. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Gotta get some Italian beef when you're there.
I'm sure everyone wanted to hear that. All right, well, so that is another episode of the Chris and Jim Show. I am Chris.
I'm Jim.
Be sure to have a great rest of the week.
Take care.